Next one up is Roseanne, Life and Stuff from 1988. The first episode of Roseanne, man. Grew up on this one, dude. This is one of my mom's favorite sitcoms of all time. So this one was on a lot back when I was a kid. I remember a lot of episodes from it. It's a little hazy, it's a little foggy, feels a little fever dreamy, but getting back into it was really fun. In this episode, we don't get a lot of plot stuff, but a little bit. Roseanne's navigating through like her working class chaos with like managing kids and work, and her sarcastic husband, played by the epic John Goodman, one of my favorite actors of all time. So yeah, I'm super excited to get into the series, mainly because of him. Again, less plot driven and more about like establishing the family dynamics here. We get some stuff. We get like some work banter from Roseanne. DJ is barking in class, and Roseanne has to go see the teacher about it, which, you know, leads to like some really funny, like, this character is not like this character kind of comedy, and totally works. Roseanne's great with that. Yeah, this one just shows Roseanne balancing like acts of work versus home stuff, and her dry humor, just kind of tying everything together. Working great with John Goodman in that too. Yeah, very real life blue collar tone that, again, separated this one as well from the glossy sitcoms. We'll be getting into more glossy sitcoms later in the future, but I wanted to kind of start with the more gritty stuff because that's like kind of more of the stuff I lean into. It's kind of more of my favorite stuff. So I felt like it would just be kind of more fun personally, just kind of start with these shows and kind of add and mix and change things up with the watch blocks and whatnot as we go, because we're going to have multiple watch blocks. So stay tuned for even more old school shows, even some new shows. Anyways, back to Roseanne. I love this set here too, man. Theirs was always one of my favorite sets. It just feels real, feels messy, feels lived in. I love that for a sitcom set. It's more realistic than like super clean, ultra untouched. You know what I mean? Definitely doesn't feel like that. I feel like Roseanne comes out kind of fully formed here. You know, she's got a background in comedy, so I think she was ready. Very sarcastic, very sharp, very dominant character here. Dan has warmth and like the counterbalance there. I like that. Very sarcastic, but also kind of like the big teddy bear. The kid characters are fun, not quite fleshed out quite yet, but we'll get there. Yeah, very blue collar, paycheck to paycheck family life. Sitcom about money struggles, which feels super realistic, and that's just, you know, kind of where we're at now in life with the economy and whatnot. So yeah, I love the everyday problem, snarky banter vibe of it. Humor rooted in truth, you know what I mean? Not afraid to be a little mean, but always grounded. Not quite Married with Children, which we'll get to. I did that pilot too. But yeah, not quite that hard, not quite that on the nose, I guess you would say. But still a huge contrast to stuff like The Cosby Show and other like perfect family sitcoms of the 80s. Pacing a little slow maybe. Becky and Darlene kind of feel like mostly like background characters right now, but we'll get there. They can only do so much in, 20 minutes. Roseanne's comedic voice dominates here, man. Wonderful stuff. Believable family chemistry, very relatable. I feel like the pilot basically nails their formula. Later seasons are only going to expand on the depth of the kids and the supporting cast, and everything's going to come together. So super excited to get into this series too.